Start your engines, hear the crowd. Talking racing now, we're revving loud. Yeah. From Daytona nights to Talladega days, we're chasing rumors, hearing what they say. Pit crews hustle, tires burning fast. News and whispers, nothing's gonna pass. Talking racing now, we're hitting the track. NASCAR stories, no looking back. Engines roar and the fans all cheer. Every lap we're bringing the latest here. From rookie rides to legends known, victory lanes and dynasties grown. We'll spin the tails where speed's alive. Every week the racing vibes survive. Now we're hitting the track. NASCAR stories, no looking back. Engines roar and the fans all cheer. Every lap we're bringing the latest here. Green flags flying, hear the sound. Talking racing now, the best show around.
Oh, it is Talking Racing Now. I am Sean Stanley, as always, joined by the great Spencer O'Neill. Daytona 500. They moved it up. Earlier start time. It got in, and we'll talk about whether it was a disappointing 500, a good 500, a strong 500. I thought it was a strong Daytona week of racing. I will say that. From the qualifying to the duels to trucks to ARCA to Xfinity and Sunday. I thought it was a very good start to the NASCAR season. What say you, man that had boots on the ground in Daytona? Spencer, how you doing, sir?
I am doing awesome, man. I had a great weekend. I did have boots on the ground. I was out there Friday night, froze my butt off. It might say it's 60, it might say it's 55, but when you're up in the grandstands and you're a good 40 feet off the ground, 50 feet off the grounds, it's cold. That wind hits and it cuts right through you. And Daytona night races, they get a little cold in February. Friday, I did not come prepared. I had a t-shirt and I had just a little thin sweater. Oh, no, I had a collared shirt and I had a thin sweater. And I started by just buttoning the collared shirt up all the way and popping the collar to kind of block my neck. And I tucked my shirts in so that heat didn't come out the backside. And I had bought a Tony Stewart shirt. So I put the Tony Stewart shirt on. That cut off a little bit of the wind to the vital areas, but it was bitching cold. But I had a great time. The trucks were fun when they were running. Spent a lot of time not running. I tell you what, man, those cautions are crazy. 6-7 laps at like 50 miles an hour at a 2.5. I mean, it's a 15-20 minute stop every time we stop. And it's insane. And you're just looking at it. You're like, why can't we do this faster?
Yeah. It's even worse on TV when they're sitting there trying to find something to talk about.
Yeah.
It's okay the first couple, but after that, then you're trying to stall 15-20 minutes before to get back to racing. It's like, oh.
Yeah. Now, Saturday, I had interesting seats. I went with a friend of mine from work. She was my legal secretary, Patty. Thank you, Patty, for the seats. They were awesome. I sat in the Tri-Oval Club. Might look at sitting with her in the future, her and her husband, Don, and her son. We had a great time. Drank some Miller Lights, had a couple of good laughs, sat in some good seats. Essentially, if you look at the track, the Tri-Oval Club is wherever the suites are, the big glass thing that sits up front that says World Center of Racing, right? The Tri-Oval Club is essentially everything that's below that. It's in the 400 and the 300 section. So we were sitting in there, had a nice look at the stop finish line. But I tell you what, when I sat there for the trucks, I sat coming out of turn four, sorry. And I love turn 4. Everything happens in turn 4. I almost saw Cletus McFarland take the front end off of his truck at this little corner that sticks out.
Yeah, you sent me a picture of that one. Yeah.
Yeah, it was close. Now,
Yeah, and there's a couple near misses there as well later on during the week, too.
And now I think I forget exactly who it was. Maybe it was Sammy Smith, but on Saturday, somebody kissed it. They just gave it that little corner, just a little kiss, bam, and oh man, that was almost chaos. But there was chaos everywhere. It was wild. But I had a great time Saturday, or had a great time. I was a little bit warmer, but I brought a coat, so when it did cool off, I was comfortable. I brought my own beers this time, which I've never remembered to bring my own beers to a
Really?
NASCAR event.
You've
Oh yeah.
never? Oh,
I always
man.
forget. Always forget. But this
No.
time I found a nice cooler. Fits a 6-pack and it's tall enough. You fit another one on top, so it fits 12.
Yeah.
Hey,
That's
you
what
can get a long
gotta
way
find.
with 12.
Yeah, that's what you got to be able to get is the good cooler that will get enough drinks in for you, and then you're set, man. You are set.
I went home and I still had a couple, so we were doing excellent. But Sunday, spent at home with my kids. My wife, has to work at the track sometimes, so on Sunday she was there with an artist and selling paintings. So I was at home with the kids on Sunday, watching it from home. And after 2 days, I was pretty happy. But I was definitely
Yeah.
getting the itch, like, man, I really should be there. So
No, you would have been one of the 51,000 they said.
yeah, we'll get
was
to
there
that. That's
for
not
that
true.
race. Yeah, I know. Well, they said for the weekend 450, and I'm thinking, all right, if the Cup did have 150 legit, I know it wasn't that packed for the truck, and they would need all 3 days. I mean, unless you throw in the dual races, which they might have thrown in the dual races and qualifying.
And
But-
maybe they were counting people coming to the grounds. There are a lot of people that
Yeah,
come in and out, and they come look at things. They don't necessarily
yeah.
go to the
They
race.
did
but
say a lot of that was infield. So
maybe, yeah, some of that could be infield. We don't really count those as far as the grandstand. So
yeah,
perhaps. But I don't think 450 is true. 150 maybe. The 450 I'm not buying that one.
well, he said they had 150 just on Sunday. So
No, I'm saying 150 on Sunday. That I maybe I could see that
Yeah.
maybe. The 450 total. I'm not necessarily buying that.
Yeah. I mean, they celebrityed it up this year, man. My goodness.
Yeah, they did.
It was let's see. I mean, I'm
Did
not
you, see,
saying
did you see Marshawn Lynch just throwing beers and
Oh
over
yeah,
the back
hitting
of him?
people. Yeah, hitting
And they were
people.
just
Yeah,
hitting
yeah,
dudes. Yeah. Oh
yeah,
shit.
Yeah.
Awesome. He didn't care. He's like, whatever.
Driving
these
the
old
cooler
dudes,
cart.
you guys love these beers. Catch them. Here
Yeah.
you go.
Yep. I want one of those cooler carts though, man. I do.
Yeah.
I do. Puka was there with his girl, Charlotte Flair, apparently. That was their coming out party.
I didn't even know that. I didn't catch that from being.
Well, Charlotte
I didn't catch that.
on her ex and stuff took pictures of her and Puka together. So at first I didn't realize Puka without a uniform. I didn't know who the hell that was. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
I didn't know. But then they showed him with Kurt Busch, and then I was like, oh, that's the guy that was with Charlotte in the photos. Okay. All right. Let's see, I had John Gruden there.
Yeah,
a whole
John
host
Gruden's
of-
now all of a sudden a big NASCAR fan. We'll see.
Oh
We'll
yeah,
see
you
if that
got
sticks.
because they sent him a whole box of stuff. I just saw the unpacking thing. They sent him a
Oh,
whole
he-
jacket and all.
That's
man.
that's a thing with him. He loves unpacking. He
Oh,
loves
yeah,
boxes
he loves
of
the
stuff.
the boxing of stuff. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Chris Stapleton was there for the JR Motorsports entry. I mean, there was a lot of. Again, this is kind of what NASCAR needs to do: get a little bit of that pop culture, hit the different sports, and try to see what they can do.
Gave us
let's
some
go
Miranda
back.
Lambert. Ugh.
Yeah, Miranda Lambert pre-race. Yes. Let's go back to the trucks, and this
Okay.
will probably be the only one where we really cover trucks in Xfinity, and I'm only doing that really because you were there.
Well, we'll see how things pan out, right? Like we got into the trucks and O'Reilly's because of what happened last year, right? We got
Yeah.
into it because Connor Zilic and Corey Haim were so dominant.
Yeah,
and we'll see what
by
happens
the way,
this year.
Zilic dead to me this year already. One race in, dead to me, buddy.
He'll be all right. Corey Haim
Dead
raced better than he did.
67. Learn how to hit on the bumper flat.
Corey Haim ran better than Connor Zilic did yesterday. Or yesterday.
Wait a minute. Who's driving the 67? That's Zilic, right?
That's Corey Haim.
Oh, damn it. Heim time is dead to me then. I apologize. That Robin Hood car ran over Hamlin and put him out.
I thought he ran a
And
good
Christopher
race.
Bell. No. Man, you're that Austin Cindric guy, man. You're not used to finishing races. You know, you gotta make it happen. All right, let's go back to the trucks. All right, because here's the one thing I'll say about this is I thought the trucks, the way they put the trucks out there, fantastic way of marketing. I 100% like what they did. The only thing I didn't like was they did shitty marketing for the regular racers, because I couldn't tell you not one regular racer on the trucks, but I could tell you Cletus McFarland was in there. I could tell you, Tony Stewart was there. I could tell you all those guys that were there that aren't regular racers. And then it took until the checkered flag, really, for them to talk about a regular racer, because that's who ended up winning the race.
Yeah, I don't know what they were really talking about, because
I know. That's why I'm saying you were at the race. The racing was
it was a lot of stop and go.
Yeah, there's a lot of stop and go at that one. But again, that is where a lot of the drivers are learning. So you're going to have the mistakes, the guys jetting out, whatever, and things like that. I just thought they did a very crappy job of, if they want to sell the next race in Atlanta, they did a piss poor job. Unless you're bringing Tony Stewart, you're bringing Cletus McFarland, you're bringing all those guys that they spent the whole pre-race talking about, and they talked more about Cletus McFarland after he was wrecked than they did some of the regulars that are racing on that thing.
Yeah, Cletus ran all right in the ARCA race.
Yeah, no, good bounce back. Ryan Vargas, by the way, too. We interviewed him on the Big O show, and he ended up in a top 10 on they brought in a second car for, what was it? Waters Motorsports, Mathers Motorsports. It's something, but he ran that one good. I thought the ARCA race was pretty interesting. I mean,
I enjoyed seeing all the nitro cars hit each other at the end.
Yeah, that was a little interesting.
I can't help but root against them.
Yeah, well, especially too, because again, you weren't watching the broadcast. Watching the broadcast, it was, we've got 6 nitro cars in here and this and that, and we'll see. And they could never really get together until the very end, and then the wreck. So it was, hey, all right, good to go there. Xfinity wise,
O'Reilly's.
Sorry, O'Reilly's wise, I need that sticker that they had for the guys in the booth. Did you see AJ Allmendinger and them took a picture? It's like a big whiteboard, and it says O'Reilly Auto Parts Series.
It doesn't come off the tongue naturally.
No. That's why it's like the ORS now. They're calling it the ORS, the O'Reilly Series. I'm like, ugh, that's just so difficult to say, man. And I mean, it wasn't a terrible race. I did find it interesting. I think I sent it to you. The fact that everybody that was involved in the lawsuit won a race this week.
That's true. Yeah, that's very true.
I was like, you're telling me this isn't scripted? I mean, come on. How's it get any better than this? The first race that counts, everybody that was a defendant on the lawsuit goes to victory lane.
Yeah. Yeah, it's true. I mean, what else do you say? That's true. I don't know. When you go out there and watch the chaos, it's clearly not scripted, but yeah.
No, 100%. I mean, 100%. Okay, so now your boots on the ground for those races. I kind of went through what I saw with the broadcast and things like that. Tell us what it looks like out at the track.
So, obviously you got to sit up high, or else you have blind spots. No matter where you are, you have blind spots, because there's like Megatrons, not Megatrons. I think that's a Transformer. There's big screens on both sides of pit road, and there's like the Rolex Club, which kind of sits out there by pit road, and it blocks, and you got to get higher than that so you can see the backstretch, and you got to get higher than that so that you can kind of see coming out of the corners, right? So you need to sit at least a 300, 400's best. It's counterintuitive, but you want to sit higher at a NASCAR race than lower. I don't know. That's the way it always was, but I don't know. It's a good time. There's NASCAR WWE vibes. There are some WWE vibes as far as like the people out there, man. It's a good time.
Yeah, especially during the O'Reilly Parts Series, because CW does an activation with NXT.
I mean, look at this shirt here. Okay, so I went out
Yeah.
looking for a Roger Carruth hat, and I couldn't find a hat. All they had was Junior Motorsports hat, but they had this shirt. And I mean, check it out, dude. It's got fucking green lightning. Like, I've decided that I'm really in love with these like kitschy NASCAR t-shirts.
Yeah.
I always thought they were dumb, but now I'm old and I don't care. So now I think they're cool again. It's kind of like a three dogs or three wolves howling at the moon kind of shirt. It's excellent.
You got one hanging up over in my closet over here.
Yeah. So I don't know. I think I'm gonna start a collection of these. These are cool. Went looking for some hats. The hats were more than I wanted to pay for something that's not fitted, so I'm just gonna buy hats like I normally do. Um, I mean, besides that, the O'Reilly's race was a good time. The runs were longer. It looked like they knew what they were doing out there. I saw Raja have a good run. He finished with a top 10.
Yeah.
And that was about it. I mean, Austin Hill looks like he dominated the race, and it looks like this may be his series this year, unless somebody else steps up.
He always looks good on these tracks, though. The super speedways. He's junior in the. I mean, not saying he's junior, but he runs the way Junior dominated that series in there. Frankie, to answer your question, I've never been to Daytona for a 500, but the atmosphere itself is better than Homestead, unless Homestead has the final race of the year. Then it's a little bit, but still Daytona I think is better from everybody I've talked to. That's just, I mean.
And Adrian, to answer your question as far as the ladies, if you're into, 30, 40, 50-year-old women with a little bit of junk in the trunk and a can-do attitude, it's a good time. There's a lot of bleach blondes. There's some short shirts or some short skirts, some short shorts, cutoffs, little things poking out the back. It's kind of like the Trailer Parks Queens. It's beautiful. If that's what you're into. If not, don't go. It's terrible.
Don't go walking down that midway. Now, all right, let's dive into it. Frankie, we'll go back to your question. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, what you talking about?
Okay. You know what? Let's do it first here. Okay,
All right, let's do it now.
Apparently, in Victory Lane, Tyler Reddick's son, Bo.
Oh, are you talking about the touching of the kid?
Yeah. That's turned into a big thing now. So
he was covered in he was covered in like water or whatever. He was totally wet. It was like wiping him off. What are we talking about? Michael Jordan's not out there molesting kids, especially like his driver's kid. Let's get out of there.
Oh, we're talking controversy. Here we go. Let's talk controversy. There is none. No controversy.
Listen, I'm not a huge Michael Jordan fan when it comes to anything except for playing basketball. He was the greatest of all time, and he was what I watched as a kid in the 90s. I'd be sitting in my room watching basketball, waiting for the Jordan game to come on, and that was life, right? Like in North Carolina, basketball is life. So, and then he was a Carolina Tar Heel, like it was everything. But, after what he did as far as being a pro owner and the way he's behaved in NASCAR, I'm starting to buy in a little bit. But, I was a little hesitant at first, but I'm not the biggest Michael Jordan fan post, playing career. I'm not going to sit here and say he was touching a kid inappropriately. He was all right.
Yeah, no, he was doing, again, man, it's like, if you want to find something, you're going to find something. I mean, regardless of whatever. I mean, it's amazing to me that it's like, okay, this is going to be, it almost feels to me like NASCAR was like, keep an eye on this. All right, keep the camera there. This is going to be something. That's what I feel like this is,
I don't know. I didn't see anything that looked inappropriate to me. If there's more stuff out there,
sitting there. He is like pinching at his back. His shirt is, at least the one I'm looking at here.
Mm-hmm.
He grabs the back of his shirt and then he. I don't know what he's doing there. I don't know. I honestly can't tell you what he's doing.
Adrian's right. Epstein does have people going crazy. I was rewatching the Epstein documentary the other day.
To be honest with you, it looks like he was pulling at the back of his shirt. The shirt's pulled away from his ass, which is what everybody's saying. He was grabbing his ass. And then he wipes the water off of his leg.
Yeah.
So.
Also, this is like a kid that he knows. He's surrounded by people. I don't think so, man. He's on victory lane. He's on victory lane. Like, no way.
Yeah, it's. Hold on a minute. I'll show you the video that you know, because I don't want Frankie to think that we're a part of this and we're covering it up.
I'll cover it up. Mike, MJ, I'm covering it up. Call me. Hit me up on Twitter. No doubt. 87. Hit me up. I got your back.
Oh, where's he at? Where's he at? Where did he send it to? Hold on a minute. Who sent that to me?
Frankie, it's a NASCAR race. Everybody's tipsy. That's the whole point. It's a
Everybody
good time.
in the club getting tips. Frankie, where did you send that to me? All right, hold on a minute. I'll just go to the site here. I apologize. It's it's from one of those great breaking 911 websites.
It's gonna have like a auto-tune AI voice.
No, it doesn't. I'm not even gonna put the audio on it.
Major controversy in NASCAR today. Michael Jordan touches a little child.
Now you go back because apparently they have an issue with everybody. So there's like 6,000 tweets on this thing. Hold on. All right. Oh.
Frankie, Adrian, tell me how much do you like that green lightning? Isn't that shit awesome? It's so kitsch. Like,
He
look
said
at
it reminds him of
fucking
DX.
green lightning.
So I put DX Lightning in there. Jesus Christ! Finally. All right, here we go. Now, I've got to do this part of it, so excuse me here while I set this up.
At least I have no idea what you're doing, so God bless you, because hell, I mess up like the audio sometimes, and that's real simple.
What? I'm just kidding. Hold on a minute. Now I got to put all this shit on the layers and everything else. All right.
All right, Frankie, the reason you would touch a kid that's not yours is if you're in some sort of trust relationship with the people whose kid it is, right? So I don't know if you've ever coached sports before, but guess what? Sometimes you got to like grab a kid by the shoulder, touch them in the arm. I don't know. If they're wet, I guess you might wipe off the back of their leg, but like there's situations where it takes a village. So yeah, it's not totally inappropriate to necessarily touch another person's child. Now, obviously there's, barriers to that, but I didn't see anything inappropriate.
All right, here we go. All right, hold on a minute. Sorry, trying to get it so where everybody can see it too, All right, so here we go. Here is the video. You're watching Michael Jordan. You see his hand right there. It's pulling out the shirt that is wet right now. So it runs pretty quick. So here he is. There he reaches down. He got the shirt. He's squeezing it out right there on top of the shirt. Then he wipes off his leg, the back of his leg. I don't know if you can see it good enough yet.
He's also standing next to the like president of
the
I don't know if you know the guy right there,
and looking at him, and I mean,
the guy standing directly to MJ's right is the president of the racetrack.
What do you mean the kid shouldn't have been there in the first place? The dad just won the goddamn race. Oh my God, he's not punching the butt. He is grabbing the shirt like this. He's grabbing the shirt like this, and then he wipes the water off of the damn leg, man. Why is he there? What the hell, man? Good God Almighty. I mean, what are we doing? Why is he there? His dad just won a race, man. You don't have your kids there when you win a race? Ugh. Frankie Fresco. Got to be.
I mean,
there's got to be
he's
an
clearly
issue
pulling at the shirt. He's clearly pulling at the shirt.
Yeah. No, he's not. He's touching his ass, man. He's an ass man. He's Billy Gunn. He's an ass man.
His kid is close to him, Frankie. He's like right next to him.
Jesus Christ, bro. Like, I mean,
he's 2 people away.
And do you understand how much time these guys all spend together at the building the race car and getting everything done and then traveling and everything else? Like, oh my God. Good God, Frankie. Oh my God. All right, let's talk about the race now. Enough of this nonsense. The controversy is not a controversy, but okay, let's do it. I mean, for you, the race overall, what did you give it? And as you're going, I may stop you if I disagree a lot with it.
Okay, fair enough. So I gave it a B+. I thought it was a fun race.
Frankie, let me ask you a question real quick. I'm sorry, because this guy keeps jumping on there. If he was squeezing his skin, the kid doesn't turn around until he touches his leg to wipe the water off. If he was really touching his skin and squeezing him, you don't think he would have turned around before that? Because he didn't turn around to see what's going on until Jordan's touching the back of the leg where the water is. So, I mean, unless the kid maybe just having feeling. Maybe his ass is numb. I don't know. Oh, MJ might have done it before. Oh, you're saying this is a thing they do most of. Okay, all right. On to the race. Go ahead, Spencer. You're up.
All right. Well, I guess we'll have to find out next time 2311 wins a race if he fills up some other person's kid. Then we'll have a problem, I guess. Anyway, so as far as the race, I thought it was a fun race for the viewer. I had been watching Dirty Mo media a little bit last week prior to the race. And, Junior talks a lot about the fuel savings and the way that the race goes. And I believe he said that there was a conversation with maybe Elliott Sadler had put out a tweet last week saying that, when he sees the race and he's on the radio listening to all the people, he gets real disgusted by the fuel savings. But then when he turns the radio off and puts it down and watches the race and watches the fans, he sees cars running 3 wide and he sees fans really excited going, hell yeah, that's badass. And that's kind of what we got this week was a lot of 3 wide immediately. We got a lot of fuel saving. I think that they should probably stop telling people how much throttle the cars are running because you don't have much variance in the field between running 60% fuel, like throttle up at the front, and running full throttle up front. I mean, you're going from 186 to about 192. And realistically, you're not getting any faster than 192, 193 miles per hour. I mean, the cars they've got so much drag on them. The spoilers are crazy. The restrictor plates are in there. They've taken away the horsepower from the vehicle, and they are making it this is a spec car. These are spec cars. This is what they wanted when they made the next gen car. When they took away all the variability from the engineers, is you don't have races like we used to, which is Richard Petty won 7 Daytona 500s. How did he win 7 Daytona 500s? It's not because the races looked like these. Nobody wins 7 of these. It's because he could get in front, run away, and the only way people could compete with him was to get behind him and hold on for dear life. You used to see in super speedways, and you still do every once in a while. A really good race in a super speedway looks like this, and it's not great for the casual viewer, but it looks like a car getting out front and everyone else having to fall in line, because if they don't fall in single line, they can't keep up. There is no making another lane. There's definitely not a third lane in a fast race. There is a single lane, and there is strategy as far as gas, and there's a strategy as far as pit, and that's it. In this, it's kind of see if you can get to the end, hope you can be in the top 10 at the end, and then it's all bets off at the last lap. And that's what we've got in the last 4 or 5 Daytona 500s, and that's what we got this time. And it makes a good race for everybody that's watching it. It makes a good race for the people at home, watching three wide. It is badass. And when you're there, guess what? It's badass there too. So I get it. I thought the race was a B plus. I thought the end was exciting. I enjoyed Joey Logano getting wrecked and still finishing third. He finished third sideways with his tail end in the wall. And Tyler Reddick had a hard run last year. He had some tough things going on. I enjoyed seeing him win. So yeah, I give it a B plus.
Yeah, I mean, to me, it was like a WWE pay-per-view. The ending saved it, right? For me, this is only for me because I've been on this for the longest time. This is a hole that NASCAR has dug for themselves. You're able to fuel save race because you're getting the free stop at the yellow.
And
every stage you're getting a free stop. There's no need to strategize anymore. Stop stopping the race. Have your stages. Stop waving the yellow. And no, at lap 100, whoever's in 1 through 10 gets the points, but you keep racing. You guys figure out the strategy. Because these guys are too damn good to give them this much, this is what you get. That's why they're running that way, because Michael McDowell was in 25th place with 7 or 8 laps left to go, saving fuel. Then he got to the front and they're like, "Oh, Mike McDowell's the only one who hasn't pitted yet." Right. Then they go to his radio and they're like, "Hey, you're 4 to the good." Why? Because he's saving fuel way in the back, not having to expend what everybody else was expending. That's a strategy choice. That's fine. That's great. Use the strategy to your advantage. But it's easier when you know you're getting 2 free yellows.
Right.
I think they got to stop this, man.
Yeah, the yellows need to be random like they always have been, and running through the stages.
Wrecks. When there's wrecks, you stop. That's fine. But to know that at lap 67 we're getting a yellow, at lap 127 we're getting a yellow, and then if it's a wreck fest, you're getting yellows all the way up to them. It's not like they say, "Oh, we've had 8 cautions already, so we're not doing the stage end." No, then now you pick up a 9th yellow. So, and then how many? It takes everything out of it. There's no strategy anymore for it. They're doing 3 different races. We're racing to the end of stage 1. We're racing to the end of stage 2, and then we're racing for the victory in stage 3.
Right, and then the stages are not. If you're going to keep them with stops, the first 2 stages need to be shorter. So you got 65 laps the first stage, 65 laps the second stage. That gets you 130 of 200 laps. That means the third stage is 70 laps. Yeah. So if you can save fuel and make it all the way through the stage on all 3 stages, and you know you're going to stop, you take 4 tires twice, because apparently the tire fallout was absolutely nothing in this race.
No.
They're talking about, "Oh, I want to have 2 seconds less on my fuel intake when I finally do have to pit so I can get track position." Mm-hmm. That's what we're talking about.
Yeah. Well, that's what cost in the O'Reilly part race. That's what cost who was racing up with Austin Hill at the beginning? I can't remember, but because he was leading the pack, he had to get 7 seconds of fuel when everybody else only had to take 3. And by the time he got out, it looked like they were like, "What happened in the pits?" And they're like, "Nothing happened. He had to get fuel."
Right.
Because he was running up front the whole time.
And then you saw at the last stage of the 500, right? So we've got, is it Bubba, Corey Haim, and was it Reddick or was it Hamlin? who was up front. The three of them when they blocked all three lanes and ran at like 55, 60%
Oh no, that was
throttle
Bell.
from the front.
That was
It was
Bell.
Okay.
It was Hamlin.
It was a Toyota.
Oh no, it was Bell. It was Wallace.
It was a Toyota strategy. It wasn't a 2311
No,
strategy.
it was the three Toyotas, but the two of them had Toyotas behind them, and then the other was being pushed by I think a Ford.
Yeah, Chris Buescher was in the middle lane. And all I kept wondering is I'm like, all right, I understand that they're running low throttle up front, but the Fords are choosing to not push them.
Yeah.
They chose Chris Buescher, Brad Keselowski, Ryan Preece, the Fords behind that middle lane, they chose not to push that middle lane. If they wanted him to go faster, they can physically make him go faster. Push the throttle, push his ass forward. And if he doesn't want to be there, he'll move to the left or he'll move to the right, and you guys will take this lane. But that wasn't what they were doing. They were all saving fuel. They were waiting to the end. They ran 40 laps, just clicking laps off. But they're all saving fuel, and it's like, this isn't racing, man. I don't like this. I know it's 3 wide, but even 3 wide gets boring when there's no movement.
Yeah,
I mean, it was gridlocked.
They were just driving you. I mean, if it wasn't for the big push from Jackass Heim to Hamlin into Bell there, that stopped it a little bit, and then they went back to it for a little bit, and then there was another one. So, it's one of those things to where. And by the way, Riley Herbst, prop to you, buddy. Props to you.
Yeah.
Stuck with his teammate, got him out to the front. And by the way, everybody's like, oh, then Herbst went up and wrecked the field. Here's what happens.
Coming. That was coming no matter what.
It was coming, but also here's the problem. They put Herbst's radio out there.
Okay.
And he's talking to him, and it is Herbst's fault. It is his fault but it was coming anyways. But he
didn't push the Ford in front of him. That's what it was. His only move. He's got.
This is why he didn't push the Ford though. His the guy
Tyler Reddick was right there about to take the race.
The spotter said hi. So he went to go high, but he waited till like the second or third high, which means that spot's already filled. If you're the one when he said hi the first time, there's going to be nobody there. Problem is he waited. The guy goes, hi. By the third time, he's going up, and it's too late. They filled it, and then the wreck happened. But again, this is the end of the race. Everybody's going for everything, and it's like, and honestly, it wasn't even, Elliott got wrecked by Reddick. Him and Reddick touched, and that's what sent Chase Elliott out of there. It wasn't even Herbst, but there was a lot of Elliott fans mad at Herbst for taking out, but it was like, no, dude, it was a racing thing.
No, Chase Elliott had his chance. He got too far out in front. Yeah. Reddick came up with momentum. Yeah, he did a slinky dog. He outmaneuvered him. Yeah. He outmaneuvered him. That's what happened.
He slinkied him. He went up top, low, everywhere.
Yeah. Chase couldn't block him. No. He outmaneuvered him. It was brilliant. Tyler Reddick won that race fair and square. Yes. He got away. He got in front so that the actual accident could not get him, which is absolutely, you won, right?
That's what you got to do in that race.
And in spec cars where you can't drive away from people, essentially all you can do is try to manipulate momentum and then see if you can outmaneuver the other person at the very last end. And that's what it was. So, good ups on Tyler Reddick. He did a good job.
All right. The other thing is, how did we do?
Yeah. So, last week, I'll start with me because we're both pathetic. So, last week I chose, with my first pick, Ryan Blaney, who finished 27th. So I got 0 points. My second pick, I picked Christopher Bell, who finished 35th. So I got 0 points. And then I went with my ringer, who actually did race pretty well towards the end, but he didn't end up with a good spot. Michael McDowell, who got 22nd, and he got me 0 points. So I'm still at 5.
Yeah.
Now you, with your first pick, you made a solid choice, a multiple-time winner, Denny Hamlin.
Yeah, I used my brain.
He finished 31st, and he got 0 points. We got you 0 points.
Because of Corey Heim, you're dead to me.
Then you went with the new guy, Connor Zilic, kind of see what was out there.
Yeah.
He finished 33rd, got you 0 points.
Way to go, Connor. Good job.
And you got the best
Welcome
finish
to the
of all
big
of us.
leagues, bitch.
You did get the best finish of all of us, and that was Kyle Busch, who actually had a very good week. You know, he got the pole, won it on speed. He had finished 15th, but got you 0 points. So both of us are still at 5 points.
Yes,
that's right.
Speedway racing, baby. Speedway
and we're
racing.
going to Atlanta, so it may not get any better.
Man. That's right, because Atlanta's kind of running like a speedway now too, right?
And after the repave, it runs like a super speed. It's a short super speedway, but
but it's been getting slower lately as they're kind of going away. Man, I don't even know who to go with in this race.
So let me ask you a question. Did you like the 3 wide? Did you enjoy that?
I didn't mind it. It's all part of racing, man. Unless they're going to do something to start, you're going to get this, man, because everybody's on the same thing. Everybody's knows you got to save it. I mean, to be honest, like the pit stops were not even, there was only like 4 or 5 cars coming in, like at the end. Everybody's like, oh, all the Fords will come, all the Toyotas. And I mean, there's a bunch more Chevys than everybody else. Or no, a bunch more Fords. Is it a bunch more Fords or a bunch of Chevys, right?
In general, I think the Chevy has the highest number, but I'm not sure
right?
who was up front at that point.
But then everything broke down. There were like only 4 or 5 cars were coming at the same.
Mm-hmm.
But then when it was done, everybody was right back where they needed to be. It wasn't like they had to have all like those cars.
Are you talking about the green flag stops that we actually did have?
Yeah, at the end there. I mean, I know the last one got saved because of the yellow that actually cautioned the wreck there. But as they were pitting, and it seemed like they would get spread out because only 4 or 5 cars were coming down at a time.
Let me pitch an idea to you.
Mm-hmm. Pitch it.
All right. So we were talking about it earlier. 65 on the first stage, 65 on the second stage, 70 laps on the third stage. You can make it through all 3 if you save your fuel right? So in order to induce competition and try to get people to run full throttle.
Wait a minute. How many? It was 65, and what?
I believe 70. There's 200 laps.
No, I thought it was
It's 2.5 miles. 500 miles. It's 200 laps. 200 times 2.5 is 500. It's 200 laps. It's 200 laps.
Yeah, lap 200. Yep.
But anyway, so my thought is this. In order to try to get people to actually race, minus changing everything else, shorten the first 2 stages. If you're gonna require people stop, make it so that the stop doesn't matter.
The stop doesn't matter now, anyways. Honestly,
40 laps.
It's a splash and go. It's a splash 40 and laps. Go. You're not even changing
40
tires.
Laps. Hold up, 40 laps. Make him go for 40 laps, and then make him go for 40 laps again. That leaves you 120 laps. You can't race that fuel saving way at 120. I mean, you can, but you're still going to stop at least once. You're probably going to necessarily have to stop twice with some, and then the first 2 stages are going to be absolutely balls to the wall because everybody's going to be going full throttle. I don't know if that actually works, but if you shorten the first 2 stages, I mean, 40 laps at Daytona is not nothing. It's 80 miles or 100 miles.
The problem is stopping the stages.
I know, but they're not going to quit
stages. Why? I'm not saying quit the stages, but you don't need to throw a yellow at. These are freaking professional drivers. This is like load management in the NASCAR.
Right. So stopping stages making stages so they don't stop isn't going to happen this year. But
it needs to stop Atlanta. It needs to stop the next race.
It's not going to happen.
They're damn big boys and girls up there driving, man. It's ridiculous.
It's not going to happen. But
Tell me, Spencer. Tell me you don't think it's stupid that they stop a race. Like, I mean,
I do think
the only one that needs stopping during the stages, road courses. That's it.
Listen, I'm not against what you're saying. I'm just saying for this year, right? They're not going to quit stopping at the stages. They've got commercial breaks built in. It's all about advertising and money. It's not going to happen. That has to happen off season.
They do picture-in-picture all the time. Make it happen.
But not at the stage stop. They're going to stop at stages.
Then when the caution comes out, you get the commercials in.
I would agree with you, except they can't say how many cautions there are going to be, but they can guarantee the 2 stage stops.
Yeah, but you can sit there and go to. Mike Joy went to a break twice when the action's going on. Don't worry, you won't miss.
No, I know they did. No, I know they did. It was awful.
So why not? Why can't you do it? And if you still want to do it at the end of the thing, just go to a break at that point. The stage ends. Here's the top 10. We'll be back right after this.
Right, but they've created a situation where they have these guaranteed stops.
Fresco.
All right. So it's kind of like the difference between the evergreen charters and the non-permanent charters, right? The teams were complaining that you couldn't necessarily get the money from sponsors, especially long-term sponsors, because they didn't know how long you were going to be there. They couldn't guarantee every race, for 6 or 7 years. Now they can go out there and they can guarantee that. That's part of how they can get more money from sponsors. As far as the individual stuff with being franchisees and getting money from investors other ways, that's different, but it's the selling of the time. It's the selling of you are going to guarantee that I have this many races every year for as long as you want to sign a contract for. And when that contract comes up every 5 years, when you get to the end of that 5 years, it makes it difficult to negotiate for the next 2 or 3. That's the problem the teams are having. In this one, NASCAR has created 2 guaranteed stops. So when they are negotiating like targeted advertising money with people that are putting commercials on television, they know for sure they can buy the stage stop.
Come on, man. It's not.
And they know for sure
that's...
that generally people are going to be more involved with the stage stops than they are in the other part of the race because it's more exciting. So they're not going to stop it in the middle of the season. It's not going to happen. That has to happen off season.
Let me ask you a question, okay? If said this is, then this shows how barbaric or whatever, how freaking in the past NASCAR is. Every other sport can guarantee you 4 commercial breaks every quarter, every period, everything else like that. Every sport can do it. NASCAR, hey, at lap 60 or at lap 65 of the Daytona 500, we'll go to a full break. At lap 130, we'll go to a full break. You're guaranteed those breaks. Or around that time frame. If it goes out, we go at 136.
Well, those are when the stages are, so that's why I laughed. But yeah.
Well, no, again, I'm not saying. What I'm saying, though, is you don't have to throw a yellow so that the people at home are not missing anything?
I agree.
You go to break during the race already. You don't always do picture-in-picture.
Right.
But changes? Nothing changes. You still get the guarantee of the break, just like in NFL. You know what? They got or NHL is even easier to use because you get the 16 to 12 and the under 6.
Maybe they don't want picture-in-picture commercials. Maybe they want a full commercial where they have your full attention. Maybe they want that first commercial right after the stage because they know that people won't change the channel that quickly, and that's the spot that they can get in. So they pay more
from now
for
on,
it.
I will never watch a stage break. My channel will go off.
Good.
So any sponsor paying your money there, you're losing 3 devices right here.
All right, but besides your rage for a moment, let's go back to the issue at hand, right? All I'm saying is that's not going to change this year. I agree with you; it needs to change, but it's not going to change in the middle of the season. That has to happen between seasons.
No.
So what can you do right now? You can change. You can change the length of the stages.
No,
you can change the. Yes, you can.
You can't because you can't then give the people their commercial break when they paid for it.
You can give it to them at the end of the stage, and the end of the stage is whatever they say it is.
They paid for it at the end of whatever stage it says it is now in the contract. If we change it, we have changed the contract. And you should know better than anybody, you can't change the wording of the contracts that I've already signed.
Well, I'd like to see the contract and say if it mentions the lap. If it mentions the lap. I doubt it.
Now we need to see contracts.
I doubt it. I bet it's just the end of the stage. End of stage 1, you have this first commercial. You have the second commercial. You could change. I think you could change the lengths of the stages now. You could do it this week. And it would deal with some of that issue. At least the final stage would be longer, and you wouldn't have some of these problems.
It's the dumbest shit. It really is the dumbest thing ever. Man.
I agree with you, but we got what we got for right now. And what we've got is fuel savings and 3 wide in gridlock where everybody just accepts to run 50 miles at Daytona. And Daytona's not about that. Daytona's about hauling ass. That's how you win. You haul ass, but apparently not anymore. So, it's kind of, is it good for television? It looks cool. I don't know that I like it, but it's what we got. It's louder. I'll tell you that. When they come by all together,
Oh
it's
no,
louder.
yeah, no, it's louder there, but yes, if you don't like it, don't watch it. That's what I'm saying.
But I do like it. But I just don't like it as much. There's a certain beauty to seeing somebody just outrun people, right? Like, I want to know that if the cars in the track are drafting together and the leader is running at 65% throttle, that if I go to 100% throttle, I can just drive right around him and the rest of everybody else. But you can't do that right now. These spec cars, they don't allow it. So you can't just go full throttle and go around somebody. You can't make that choice if you want to. It doesn't work that way. Like, you can't just drive away. If you get too far ahead, they catch right back up, even if you're full throttle. And then you're just full throttle pulling everybody. So it has something to do with the style of the car as well. It has something to do with the amount of spoiler and all the drag on the car. But they don't want the cars going any faster. So what do you do at that point?
Don't throw a yellow.
I mean, I agree with that.
And let me tell you something. I was happy with NASCAR that they didn't throw a yellow at the end of the race.
Yo, that was all weekend.
Kudos.
All weekend.
Kudos on the last
all
lap.
weekend.
I was like, hey, all right.
When the cautions do come, they are torture. Okay, torture. You got time to go to the bathroom, wait in a line for like 15 minutes, go have a smoke break, go buy a cheeseburger, go get yourself a beer, come sit down and still watch the chews and still watch them go around again. And that's every time. I mean, it's insane. And yes, you can smoke at NASCAR. I don't know if you're into smoking, but it's still kind of cool you can do it.
No, it shouldn't be televised on a damn app instead of Fox. Good God, man. They already got Peacock. They got races on Peacock and NBC when they take over.
Yeah, I can't see the chat anymore because I went to full screen and now I can't get
Trust
out of
me,
it.
it's better.
It says
it's
exit
better.
full screen, but I can't.
It's just Frankie. It's Frankie being Frankie over there.
That's okay. I fuck with Frankie all the time, so I.
It's Frankie being his Frankie self. Let's see. He says just do AEW picture in picture. That's what I'm saying.
They do for some of it.
Yeah, see,
picture in picture, while everybody saves fuel.
No, they don't need to be on Netflix, man. Jesus Christ. It's bad enough, man. We got all these damn. I don't need. Football is bad enough. I don't need NASCAR going there for 30-something races over 27 networks. Don't need it, buddy. Don't need it. All right, man. Oh, what else? You had a couple other topics. I'm sorry, man. Hold on.
You're good. Let me see what we were talking. I think we might have touched them all. So let me pull.
Yeah,
them up
I was trying to like blend them into the whole thing.
No, we got through them. Yeah. I mean, do you see any other way to get the teams running full throttle?
No. There's no need to. There isn't. I mean,
it's crazy.
Why am I going to when everybody's on the same strategy? There's no reason to change the strategy either. Because, like you say, I mean,
because it works.
Maybe on the super speedways, only make it 2 stages instead of 3, divide it up in halfways. Because I think the other way is still just too short, man. To do a 40 lapper, I guess in Daytona it's not bad. It's still 90 miles.
It's 100 miles,
No, but I always think about like with the the O'Reillys and the Camping World Truck Series. It's like the first stage is 20 laps, and you're like, well, shit, that's over already. They're like 5 laps to go. It's like, what?
Yeah. Oh, you know what? And then if there's a caution, you're like, all right, well, there's no laps left.
No. Yeah.
We just got started. Great. Hooray.
Yeah. So I just, again, you're giving the best drivers in your sport an out. And the best crew chiefs and the best, the companies that can sit there and, figure out how to manipulate these cars and everything else. And you give them freebies. That to me is, one of the things where it's like, really, it is NBA load management every race. Don't worry, guys. We'll bail you out and we'll line you back up.
Right.
Then why and you know this is the other way I'd look at it too, is if I'm the guy that's always say I'm what, like you're talking about when Petty was leading at the super speed, if I'm going to get that far of a lead doing that much to my car, why should I do that when all you're going to do is bring them all back up to me
Right.
when we hit the free caution? Like, you know what I'm saying? So that's where the thing is there too. And by the way, Hamlin didn't start the wreck. It was jackass Corey Heim behind him who couldn't figure out how to sit flat on the bumper and went to the side, which took Hamlin out, Frankie Fresco. So why don't you take your butt-pinching ass off of it and learn a little bit about it?
Hey, speaking of car design, did you notice the Chevys? I didn't really see any drafting issues this year.
No, there's no drafting. I didn't think there was any drafting issues on anybody, honestly. This year.
I'm still not sold. I mean, you know, they won the race. So
now there's issues of people drafting people. Like,
I'm still not sold.
I'm
still not sold on the front end of the Toyotas. I'm still not sold on them for super speedways.
I'm sold on them if they hit flush. The problem is these guys are trying to hit on the left side to the right side, and it's like, what are we doing? Line up and hit. Don't try to hit coming out of the corner when your car is still sideways.
It's easier to hit flush when you got a front end that's a little bit flatter.
It takes a little bit of common sense.
Yeah, it takes a little common sense,
man.
And Chevy did that. They flattened out the front end, and it makes the car easier to push with at a super speedway. And I thought we saw the Chevys with less problems this race as far as what we've seen in the past.
Yeah, you know, 100%. And by the way, Frankie Fresco, put a little respect on Denny Hamlin's name. That is car owner of the Daytona 500 champion, Denny Hamlin. So
it's true.
Kiss my ass.
He's hedging his bets. He can win all sorts of ways. He'd probably rather win running, but still.
100%.
All right, let's do picks for Atlanta.
Oh, boy.
So I believe last week you went first because I went first at the Clash. So
Yeah.
I will start. And I'm going to go with some consistency and hope that it works out. I'm going to go with Chase Elliott.
I'm going to go with the guy that my guy got taken out and hit, Christopher Bell.
All right. Second, I really like the way he's been running, and I'm big on him this year. I'm going to go Chris Buescher.
I'm going to go Kyle Busch.
Okay.
He's going to come through for me one of these days.
So I like the way this guy ran. I think that he's been running well at super speedways. I think that he's going to get me some points this week. He may not win, but I think he'll be up there. And I'm going to go Bubba Wallace.
Oh, look at you!
I know. I got a Chevy, a Ford, and a Toyota this week.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to mess with you a little bit. I'm going to take Austin Cindric as my sleeper this week. Austin Cindric.
If he can finish the race, he'll finish it high.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of Cindric, my wife, who was at the race, she texted me like after Austin got knocked out, and I had to walk away and deal with the kids for a minute. So I didn't realize he was going to go 4 laps down, because when I saw the wreck, I mean, you see the way these cars like respond. I figured he was going to be fine. I come back from the caution and he's 4 laps down, and I'm like, what the hell happened? Like, you didn't even hit the wall that hard. You should have rolled away, right? And I get a text from my wife. She's like, oh, poor 2 car. Always poor 2 car. And I'm like, jeez. It is. It's always poor 2 car with Austin Cindric. It's terrible. But yeah, it's 2 car for life. Whatever.
Yeah. And by the way, I'll never pick Joey Logano. His head might look like mine, but that's all we have in common, that piece of POS.
Hey, Joey would have got you a third this week, so
Yeah, he would have. He would have backwards, but he would have got me a third.
he wasn't backwards. He was sideways. He was close to
Whatever,
backwards.
sideways, backwards. All I could tell was there's the clutter of cars going across. The
Did you
finish
see?
line.
Did you see Ryan Preece finish the race backwards after
Yeah.
Tyler Reddick was already out of the car and celebrating with his crew?
But he did stay high. He stayed up.
He stayed
above.
high. It wasn't
Yeah,
dangerous, but it was awesome.
yeah, yeah. And then, because you brought up Daniel Suarez, did you see what happened to Daniel Suarez when he was giving the interview to ESPN Espanol?
I didn't see what it was. I saw it on X and I didn't turn the audio on. It looked like he was talking to somebody. Some white dude came up, said something. Daniel looked
Yeah.
totally caught off guard. I didn't turn the audio on. I don't know what it was.
He yelled 47.
As in like the president?
I think so. Yeah. It definitely wasn't Stenhouse Jr.
Yeah. I mean, that's just being an asshole. What do you even say? I mean, what else do you say? That's just being an asshole,
Yeah, no.
right? Like,
But man, Suarez he seems to have. I don't know if he's racing with like a chip on his shoulder because of what happened at Trackhouse. But man, this 7 partnership is looking pretty good.
well, he better run his ass off this year. He's got a short-term contract, and
Yeah,
I don't know that
true.
he may. If he doesn't perform, he may not get another one.
That's
You
true.
know, people
That's
run
true.
out of chances.
But it seems to be working well for him with the Clash and with this. You know, what I mean, it feels like
Yeah.
like he's been running good, man, and he's got to get a win. So
And with the win and you're in from the playoffs gone, you know, if he can run consistently throughout the year, he can be a
Yeah.
player in the chase, and you know, then the sky's the limit, right? Suarez has got skill. He's a good driver.
and speaking of which, I forgot, man, we didn't even talk about it. These are our standings after week
yeah.
1 because there is no winning in anymore.
I figured we'd let it cook for a minute, but we can go over the standings. Go
Oh
ahead.
no, we're gonna do it right now, man.
Because they're hilarious. Yeah, they're messed up.
Tyler Reddick is your leader, of course. He got 58 points out of that race. Joey Logano is second with 46. Chase Elliott third with 43. The 38 of Zane Smith with 41. The 47 of Ricky Stenhouse Jr., 39 points. Brad Keselowski in the number 6 is 19 points behind. There's like a logjam at Ricky Stenhouse Jr., Brad Keselowski, and Chris Buescher are all 19 points behind, 5, 6, and 7. Bubba Wallace, 21 points behind in the 23 and 8th. My boy Carson Hocevar, baby. If you ain't wrecking, you ain't racing. 22 points out in 9th. And Ryan Blaney right now sits in the top 10. Actually, you know what? There's 16 drivers going to make the chase. We'll go down to 16.
Sure, let's do it.
Riley Herbst is in the playoff chase right now. In the 11th spot, 23 points behind. The aforementioned Daniel Suarez is in 12th, tied with Herbst there with 23 points. Josh Berry, 25 points behind in 13th. Kyle Busch, 29 points in 14th. And Kyle Larson and Noah Gragson are your 15th and 16th. Michael McDowell, William Byron, John Hunter Nemechek are all 1 point out right now of your 16 that will make the chase. And for those wondering, Connor Zilic is down 53 points out of the spot right now. He has 5 points, and he's just behind my guy, Denny Hamlin, who right now sits in 33rd with 8 points. Who would have thought Chase Briscoe, 37th in points right now? That car always runs so good, man.
It's Daytona, man.
Yeah.
Let me see. I was looking at race tickets today.
Mm-hmm.
As far as like things coming up relatively soon, because I got the itch. I'm thinking Darlington. Atlanta's next week. Atlanta's not too far. It's about 5.5 hours away. Darlington is also about 5.5 hours away, and it's straight up 95. You get to Florence and you go west for like 20 minutes. So it's halfway through South Carolina, straight up 95. And that's about 5.5 hours away. And that is March 22nd. That and my pops is currently in St. Louis, and Kansas is not far from where St. Louis. It's about an hour into Kansas from St. Louis. It's kind of close to Lawrence, and yeah, that's like the weekend of his birthday. Might make me a trip to Kansas.
Kansas, really?
Yeah, I've never been there. I've never been to Kansas at all.
Yeah, but I don't know. Is that track worth going there? Like Darlington, I'd love to go to.
Yeah,
but is Kansas one of those tracks where you got to go watch a race at?
I mean, there's only so many racetracks. We should probably go to all of them.
There's 32 of them.
Yeah, there's only so many. Listen, I can't go to Homestead and Daytona forever, right? Like, you got to branch out. I went to Watkins Glen. That wasn't great because you can't see shit because you can only see
whatever turn you're in, right?
Whatever turn you're in. It's not exciting. You're watching the phone the whole time anyways, so you might as well not go. Besides that, I haven't gone anywhere else.
All right. We might have to hook up and figure it out.
If you make it here, I will drive your ass to Darlington. How about that?
So I got to get to Daytona.
You got to get to Daytona. I'll drive to Darlington. We'll have to figure out a hotel situation. Because I ain't driving back. Not that day.
All right, we're going for a Sunday, the weekend. What are we doing here?
It's got to. Well, if we're gonna go, I mean, at least Sunday. But
I mean, we got to get the content too, man. So we probably got to go like
Saturday,
we might Sunday.
Hell yeah, we might as well go Saturday.
Yeah. No, Frankie, you're not going with us, buddy. No. You're the wrestling guy. We're not taking you with us to NASCAR. Hear your rants about, oh my goodness, look at what MJ's doing now. Oh my God, look at this. How are you going to make it in NASCAR? You know, they got shorts, everything going on there. You're going to be like, HR violation.
Frankie, how about this? When Sean pulls out and doesn't come, if you make your ass up here to Daytona, I will drive you to Darlington.
Man. All right, Spencer, let them know where they can get you, my man.
All right, you can find me here at Talking Racing Now, Mondays, 7 o'clock, with the great Sean Stanley's Stanley Media House. You can find me on X at NoldOut87. You can find me on Facebook if you want. That's probably not a great idea. My grandma's there and stuff, so. But yeah, or you can find me on them YouTube streets, just hanging out, talking to Adrian on the Rainy Day podcast, talking to Finn Sammy on Finn's TV, talking to you and Frankie Fresco on what is it there, Sean?
The Squared Circle Digest tomorrow night,
That's
7
right.
p.m.
Also, the South Florida show you guys do on Fridays.
Yeah, South Florida
Adrian.
Sports Unfiltered, myself and Adrian, 7 p.m. on Friday night. We'll have a lot to discuss. A lot of Dolphins dropping like flies.
We didn't get the Tua news we wanted, but
it's not gonna come out. And when
we got the expected cuts.
It'll be a June 1st. So.
Maybe we got the expected cuts.
Yeah, no. I mean, there's more to come too. There's more to come.
I'd make his ass show up this year.
Huh?
I'd make his ass show up this year.
Who?
Tua. I'd make him come and play third string quarterback. I'd make him show up.
Yeah, but it does no good. I mean, it's just a story.
It does no bad. It does no bad.
It does no good.
He wanted. Hey, listen. Show me the money. All right, I showed you the money. Show up.
He should have said, "Show me an offensive line." That's what he should have said. Show me an offensive line.
He wanted to say, "Show me the money." We showed him the money. Now he needs to show his ass up and play third string quarterback.
Yeah, no, that'll never.
Because we get zero benefit from trading him or cutting him. It saves no money for us. We might as well make his ass show up.
Yeah, but then you make it harder on Quinn Ewers or whoever else you get, because if he is messing up, they're going to be like, "Hey, there's a $99 million guy sitting on the bench."
Not if he's a third string quarterback and he doesn't dress.
You have to dress him. He's your emergency quarterback.
Put him on the practice squad. See if somebody picks him up.
He's your emergency quarterback regardless.
Put him on the practice squad.
They had him on the practice squad.
See if somebody picks him up.
Yeah, but then you lose him for nothing. So now
Who
you're
cares?
paying him for somebody else.
Somebody else can take him. Whatever.
Dude, just cut him and get it over with, man. Jesus.
Nah.
Oh,
Nah, he doesn't get another contract on us. No, you showed him the money? Show up. Third string.
He's not going to get another contract.
Well, then maybe he should work on his arm strength.
Now, check me out at SS_Sports Talk on X, Stanley Media House, everywhere else. And you can, I'm not defending Tua at all. He's terrible. I'm saying get rid of him. My God damn, I don't know what the hell you want me to say. I just don't think he's worth keeping around as a third quarterback for what? Just cut him. Let Quinn Ewers start. If you want to bring in another one or whatever, draft somebody, do that. But don't have the Tua stank in the building. Like, does no good for them guys. That's all I'm saying. No excuses here. Just that's what should happen. You're going to lose the money. You're going to lose it anyway, so.
It worked out for Kirk Cousins and the Falcons, kind of. I mean, he was needed and he came in, so they had to pay him anyways. I'm just saying we should do what the Falcons did. Make his ass show up.
Well, I mean, Tua. Tua, Frankie. That's why when I saw you, I thought of Tua, Frankie. That's how much I like you right now. It doesn't matter, though, because the line was not good enough. The line was good enough for a run game, but not good enough for a passing game.
The line doesn't have to be good enough for Tua. He's not going to play.
No, I'm saying, but even for Quinn Ewers, when he came in, he didn't do? It wasn't barn burners when they went to pass. When the run was working, it was good. But when it doesn't and you got to rely on a pass, those linemen don't hold up in the passing game. So it's whatever you want to, Tua defender, or whatever you want to call me. It's the truth. Watch the game. Even when Quinn Ewers was rolling out, he was being pressured in less than 3 seconds. Like, that should not happen on a rollout. I mean, come on. If you watch the Super Bowl, you can see what happens when you're given time to throw and when you're not given time to throw. That's all I'm saying. Spencer, I appreciate you, sir, taking time out of your day to spend here and give us the goods on the NASCAR world. Frankie, appreciate you as always. Adrian was in. Finn Sammy was in. Mi Papa was in. And Adrian, I got there. Everybody that watches on X, on Twitch, wherever else you watch us, please make sure you join Stanley Media House Network YouTube channel. And I think that's about it. When Tua was holding the ball long, he made more mistakes when he got rid of the ball. It is what it is. He made mistakes, and whether he held the ball, whether he threw the ball, whether he arm punted, whatever else he wanted to do that last year that he threw the game away. That's all there is there.
Tua is the best third-string quarterback in the league.
One more time.
Tua is the best third-string quarterback in the league. Make him show up.
Talking racing now, the best show around.